So good people, we're back. We're kind of tired, so bear with us.
Yeah, I
This is
just
the
woke up
mixed
like 15
cast.
minutes ago.
It's the mixed cast. I already been doing episodes for this, alright? Finally got Obed in one of the cast right now, so we're gonna be talking about a few video games today.
Yeah.
Right now, we're talking about skating games, and so far
Yeah.
two have been popping up lately. We got new information on Skater XL, and of course, Session is still building up to being something glorious. But what I wanted to
Yes.
talk to Obed about, since he is my residential skateboarder, what's been going on? Like, why has it been so long since we had a damn good skate game? Like,
Uh,
skateboarding game. I don't want to say skate since that's actually a
right.
franchise name, but
Right.
skateboarding game.
I mean, I can't really say much because I mean, like, I stopped boarding years ago. It's just been the past 2 years that I got back into like longboard and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm only using it to cruise around, so it's not like
Yeah.
I'm over here like you do a kickflip. No, that's not me.
I'm not telling you to do
You'll
X
just
Games or
you
anything
just
like
see
that.
me,
Nah.
yeah. But you know how people get, man. Oh,
But I'm
you're a
talking about as
skater.
gamers.
No, I know,
We
but
were
I'm saying
playing
like you know how people,
religiously.
oh, you're a skater, then do it. No,
Like I'm not
I
a circus
cruise,
monkey for you. I
bro.
swear to
I
God.
fucking cruise. But
Yeah.
I've as just like you, I'm an old school gamer. I've played as many games as I possibly could in my lifetime, and a lot of them included skateboarding games like Tony Hawk series, even the cool board stuff.
Oh
The
wow.
snowboard shed, yeah, exactly.
Yes.
The cool boarders,
Yes.
even the first one was pretty
Mine
dope.
was SSX.
Oh my god, SSX
Love
was so
SSX.
good.
I still got
Too bad.
tricky.
Tricky is definitely the better one of all.
Let me roll in my new chair to my game section.
Oh, stop, son. Well, while you're doing that,
I still got the
um,
other remake that it wasn't that bad actually.
well, yeah, no, see that SSX was
It wasn't that bad.
when they were trying to come back with it
Yeah,
and
when it's
shit,
but it
but
was
it's not
still
tricky.
weird.
It's
Nah.
not tricky. Tricky was that was a party game, and
Yes.
that's what made it what it
This
is. To be
one
completely honest with you,
This one, they made a single player, and I'm like, you can't have a game like this with just one player.
yeah,
That makes no
yeah.
sense. But and I'm trying to remember. There was one good skating game that I remember from the Sega Saturn days,
Hmm.
and I can't remember the name of it. But I'll get back to that shortly. But right now, we just saw the new trailer for Skater XL.
Yeah.
What did you think from just watching it so far?
Personally, I think that Skater XL has promise. Um, the I don't need it to look super polished, but it does look that way. I mean, to
Yeah,
me, a skating game, I'm not looking at the person's face, and in this trailer, we got to see a lot of faces, and they all look like this.
I'm looking at the video right now. You're right. They got that. They're wide eyed.
Yeah,
Like,
but I mean, this is still like pretty early on. I mean, on Steam alone, it's still on early access, so we can get this game for $20. But the same thing happens over here with Sessions. Sessions, I know a little bit more about because I followed it from the start. I
yeah.
stopped following it a couple months ago, but Gator XL, to be completely honest with you, I lost track of it so much.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Sessions, I lost track of Sessions so much at one point that when I heard Skater XL, I'm like, did they switch over from Sessions to Skate
Yo, actually, I
to
got confused
Skater?
too. I got a little bit confused too because I was actually part of the Kickstarter when Sessions got announced. But
Uh
I had
huh.
to back out for financial reasons. But the fact of the matter is, I'm giving these developers props because they actually sent out a demo from Jump. Like, hey, you want to try out the game? You could do that now. And they also promising that you don't really have to be a skateboarder in
Mm-hmm.
this game to be to play it. You can actually be the
Right.
guy that's photographer or
Right.
editing videos for your skateboarder. And I was like, that's an interesting take on it. Cause I remember I was doing
Yeah.
that for my boy Dwight back in the day when he was going through his whole phase of trying to be a pro skater, and I was doing editing for him, trying to get the perfect shots and stuff like that. So them adding that to sessions made me think, interesting. What's going on with your face right now?
Stuff. Trying to wait.
I understand. Well, I just came in for work, so I feel your pain, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I was like, that's an interesting take for a skating boarding game.
Yeah, no, totally. I mean, both these games are such a different take.
Yeah.
into what we usually have. I mean, look at the Tony Hawk's. To me, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater
Wow.
was
The epitome.
the skating game, but only
That was it.
because it brought in everyone. It brought in skaters, non-skaters, and it was just like I said before, it was a party game that people just enjoy to play. I
Yeah,
mean,
that
it,
was
it
when.
was a joy to play. But
Yeah.
after Tony Hawk's 3, it was like,
I don't
what
know.
is this?
Ever since Neversoft went belly up, things went downhill. Because wow, what was it? Pro Skater 4 that came out.
Yeah, I don't even want to. No.
Now the
Yeah,
one that
no.
we don't want to talk about is what is it? Underground.
Oh my God, Underground.
What was the one where they tried to
Underground.
be innovative with the board?
Underground. I
That was
think. Was
Underground.
it.
Oh
Oh
God.
wait, no, the one oh you mean with the board controller? I
Oh,
forget which one that was, but it could have been
it
Underground.
was so
But
bad.
even still, the Underground was just like
Mm,
that was to me
yeah.
that was like the start of everything just going.
And they recently just came out with a new Pro Skater 2 about two
Yeah, and I
years
heard
ago.
it
I want to
shit.
say. I heard it was dookie. I heard it was
They
straight up
they
dookie.
they just can't duplicate what they had before. And the cool thing about the Tony Hawk Skater games, um, the soundtrack. First
Yes,
off, that's the first thing that everyone that was either a skater or a non-skater they remembered. That
the soundtrack.
soundtrack was fire.
The eccentric characters that you can play as.
And then it was the
Yeah,
players who's like, oh my god, look at who we can play as, blah blah blah, and all this shit.
yeah.
And then of course the tricks where I don't want to say you're button mashing, but you're over here like trying to come up with like these
Oh, I
crazy
got the
combos.
900.
Like me, I was always a fan of like coming off of a trick by always like just trying to keep my balance up for the front or the
Mm-hmm.
back and just jumping off to another one and then like landing on the front or the back again and just keep the combo
I thought
going.
I thought it was funny because when they introduced the special characters in the game, like I think part
Hmm.
2 had SpiderMan,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you actually could whip your board back to you.
yeah, yeah,
And I was like, they did something very cool with that. They had fun. It was a game that they saw that they had fun with it.
yeah.
So it was
Well, that's
interesting.
yeah, that was the idea. That's what I liked about it. That it was fun. It didn't need to be realistic. It didn't
No,
need to be this and that. It just needed to be fun, and that's
yeah,
what it
it doesn't
was.
need to be
But
fun.
then
Then
it moved over and shifted over to another thing, and it was just
like
like, wow, where did the
simulator,
fun go?
they try to be
When did the fun
simulator.
go? What
I
happened?
don't know. And the sad part is it was like Tony Hawk was actually endorsing all this stuff. So I was just thinking
Of
like,
course he would. I mean, it has his name.
yeah, I know that, but I would think that he would be, I don't know, more like a liaison, like how the Russo brothers are with the movies and stuff like that. I would think he'd be like, nah, this ain't working. This is missing that je ne sais quoi that we had.
I'm sure he said something or another, and
Yeah.
probably he
Wait.
saved the general populace from a lot more crap than what we actually saw.
Yeah.
The what I'm thinking is like they probably. I'm not saying that this is what happened, but you never know. With
Yeah.
new technology comes, hey, look, we can actually write a board now. You want to try it, Tony? And then that probably got him thinking like, I mean, shit, we're the first ones to do something like this. Fuck
Yeah.
it, why not?
And I'm
And
going back
I
to
can't blame him.
nah. And I actually found the game that I was talking about as nostalgia wise. It was called Top Skater.
Top skater.
It was actually pretty cool because in the arcade machine, you had to hold on to the handlebars like
Oh,
in
that one,
DDR.
yeah.
I
That
had
one.
it on
See,
Saturn. It was pretty lit.
yeah, I never bothered with the console version of it because I could never get the same
Feeling.
feeling with the arcade controller, which was the big skate and you had to hold onto the rails
Mm,
and all that. That to me was fun. That's
yeah, it was dope.
actually where I started the whole like I like
Top
skateboarding.
Skater. Nah, I think I started like in skateboarding when back in Nintendo days when Skate or Die came out.
Oh my god! See, when I'm talking about like skateboarding, I'm talking about like actually getting on the board. But
Oh,
like, I mean, of course, Skate or Die will forever be the mofo of skating games.
well, I mean, if we're gonna talk about something that made me want to get on a board, it was that Kristen Slater movie.
Really?
Dude, it was the what, early 90s?
Yeah.
It was that it either was that movie because I wanted his tripped out skateboard that he had with the it was like this metal grid that was on it, like I don't know, it was some tricked out super looking board and everything like that that I wanted. Tony Hawk was in that movie too.
Yeah, I
It
remember.
was either him or the first TMNT movie with Donatello. That scene when he was on the board that made me want to get on skateboards.
Those are
So
good choices.
that whole sewer scene with him on the board just made me go, "Oh, I want a board
Yeah.
now." I was like, "Ma, give me a turtle board." But now that we got these two games coming out, what are you hoping for when they do come out? If you ever plan on getting them,
I would love to demo, at the very least, demo both of these games, the Skater XL and Sessions.
yeah.
And I'm actually kind of tempted to just pick up the early access for $9.99 right now. As of
Session?
recording this, it's $9.99. Yeah, it's
Let me see.
50% for Sessions. It's yeah,
Wow.
and for Skater XL, it's running for $19.99.
Oh, so it's
Early
already available? Oh, early access.
Yeah, early
So-
access.